Module 5. The strategy and structure of international business. Imagine you're the captain of a ship where the sea is the global market and the ports are countries with varying degrees of market development. As a savvy captain, you must devise strategies to sail these waters effectively. This is the essence of international business strategy. It's the map you use to navigate through international waters, avoiding the storms of competition and the pirates of market entry barriers. When charting the course for international business, one cannot ignore the World Trade Organization, WTO, the beacon for all trade ships at sea. The WTO's mission is as clear as the North Star, to lower barriers to trade and investment, guiding ships through the rocky waters of international tariffs and regulations. In the great saga of commerce, just as important as the strategy is the crew and how they're organized. The organization of international business is like assigning roles on our ship. Everyone from the first mate to the deckhands must work in harmony. The structure must be as adaptable as a ship changing its sails to catch the wind, allowing it to respond to the local currents and weather patterns of each market. As we set sail towards the shores of developed and emerging markets, we draw on the wisdom of old sea laws, much like businesses rely on the tradition-based common law. This law is like the lighthouse for ships, offering the guiding light of precedent in murky legal waters, a beacon of stability and predictability. In the bustling ports of international trade, we often hear tales of legendary economic thinkers. Names like John Stuart Mill, Milton Friedman, and Adam Smith are whispered like sea shanties, all champions of individualism and free enterprise. However, not every intellectual sailor agrees with this course. Take Paul Krugman, for instance, who might argue for a different tack when navigating the economic waves. Now let's talk treasure, or in business terms, the compensation for work. Imagine Sarah, a skilled navigator on our ship, who earns her keep, a salary, for steering us through treacherous waters. Her agreement with the captain is simple and time-honored, much like the straightforward economic contracts in the world of international business. On longer voyages, captains sometimes need to finance their expeditions. In the realms of government, this is akin to issuing bonds, a kind of IOU note in exchange for currency, promising to repay the amount with interest, much like a captain promising a share of the loot for upfront investment. In the grand dance of corporate alliances, mergers and acquisitions are akin to forming a fleet. The most successful fleets are those that rapidly integrate their vessels, crews, and routes, ensuring that each ship sails in harmony with the others. It's akin to a captain who knows that to prevent mutiny and ensure the success of the voyage, you must integrate the new crew members as if they were part of a joint venture, each with a stake in the journey's success. Lastly, we have the grand alliance of regional economic integration, where countries come together like a flotilla, agreeing to sail together in the name of mutual prosperity. However, not every action supports this unity. For example, imposing tariffs on imported goods is the equivalent of one ship in the fleet firing upon another. It's not in the spirit of cooperation, and definitely not an example of regional economic integration. With these insights in hand, you're now ready to navigate the complex yet rewarding seas of international business. Remember, it's the blend of astute strategy, efficient organization, and the courage to explore new markets that marks the true captain of international commerce.